morning. Good morning, everybody. Delighted to be here in front of all of you today. You'll all know Iris from the different brands that you use, but today we're welcoming you to Iris World 2020 with all of our brands under one umbrella. Whether you use Parent Mail for your text messaging, or whether you use PS Financials for your accounting, or whether you use Cascade for your HR, or some of the new brands that we have bought this year, Practice Engine, Star, FMP Global, InnerVision. Today, we are here with all of our brands under one roof as one Iris. And I cannot tell you how delighted I am about that. Welcome to Iris World 2020. I started at Iris about 3.5 years ago as the CFO, and then I moved to COO and CEO about 6 months ago. Obviously, today is about you. It's about you meeting like-minded individuals from lots of different parts of the sectors you operate in, but also other sectors that we serve. We've got great lineups today. We've got great customers that will talk. We've got great industry experts. We've got our staff telling you what we've been busy doing and what you can look forward to. But I also wanted to share with you a little bit about my journey, if that's okay. And my journey started 2,000 miles away from here. I was born in a country called Albania. That eagle is the Albanian flag. Albania is in between Greece and Italy. For those that don't know, it was under dictatorship for about 50 years. Pretty strict. Nobody was allowed in, nobody was allowed out. I hadn't met anybody that was an Albanian for most of my childhood. We weren't allowed any foreign TV, although we were allowed to watch Norman Wisdom. We all love Norman Wisdom in Albania. The day he passed away is National Grievance Day, so there's some useless fact for you. So a pretty close childhood, I'd say. And then when I was 16, my world changed. I was very, very lucky to get a full scholarship to go to an international college in Wales called the United World College of the Atlantic. These colleges, they were created by Mandela a long time ago. There's about 19 of them across the world, and they're pretty amazing, really. His premise was that you can be really talented and you can be very, very clever and very bright, but just because of where you're born, you were never going to get the same opportunities that somebody gets when they are in the UK, for example. So what he did is that he created national committees to go around the world and find bright 15 or 16-year-olds, old enough to be knowing your own mind, young enough to be molded, and then provided full scholarships for them if they couldn't afford to pay for it, and then put all of these bright children in one place. So when I arrived at Atlantic College when I was 16, I was surrounded by 200 children from 135 different countries. Bear in mind that I hadn't met anybody before that was an Albanian. So it was definitely the best thing that happened to me, the hardest 2 years of my life. But what an amazing experience. And it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about humility because everybody around me knew what I knew and so much more than I did. It also taught me about resilience because I had to share a dorm with somebody that had survived the genocide in Rwanda. It taught me about collaboration because I had to live in a room with somebody from Palestine and Israel at the time that their families were at war with each other. But it also taught me a lot about thirst for knowledge. My world became so big overnight. And since then, I have always strived for better and for a higher bar. But the best thing that it really taught me, it's the power of diversity. 200 children, yes, from 135 different countries, all from different backgrounds, not many speaking any English, all from different cultures. And the only thing they had in common was that they were bright and they were talented. And genuinely, that is one of the things that has attracted me to Iris. Iris is so diverse. We are home to so many wonderful brands, solutions, products, each of them best of breed in their own right, all of them stronger together. So after I did that, after I went to college, I went and became an accountant because my dad was an accountant, so why not? And I was a numbers geek. And I went to Reading University and I studied accounting and economics, and then I joined Arthur Andersen, as it was at the time. And I qualified with the ICAW as an accountant. So I think I'm in great company here today because we must have a lot of accountants in the room. And I hope that you know that I can resonate with some of the challenges that we all face. I then went and spent, after Andersen, about 7 years at Deloitte. And I audited and did corporate finance as well, primarily on software clients. And it was amazing for me at the time because I knew Iris really well, and a lot of my clients were using Iris to do their accounts. And also, I myself audited Iris about 18 years ago because Deloitte used to be the auditors. So I genuinely feel that I have come full circle. I'm also a mom. That's my family. I've got a great husband, Craig, that supports me to be, the best mom I can be and good at my job, hopefully. It's a juggling act. And I've got 2 wonderful boys, Zach and Xander. They're 4 and 8. They're amazing. Every parent says that about their kids. Zach, in particular, wanted me to mention his name today. Zach Mortimer Zika. He thinks if I say that, he will be famous, and he will Google his name, and it will come up. So there you go. But I'm sure there's lots of parents here in the room today. Some of you are using our parent engagement apps to communicate with your schools. Some of you work for schools and use our products. Now, we've all been there when the dreaded text message comes, and it's always at the most inopportune time, and they've fallen down or they've got some fever and we have to go and collect them. But we also understand how important it is that that message gets to us on time, every time. And it's great for me that our Iris products do that. Last but not least, like most of you in this room, I'm a business person and an employer. When I left Deloitte, I went to a business called Decision, then Zura, then Mavenir. And as I said, I was really lucky to join Iris 3.5 years ago. There are 1,500 people that work for Iris. And I think most of you will agree that our people are our biggest investment and our biggest challenge. It's really challenging to make sure that we keep 1,500 people engaged and motivated, that we look after them, that we make sure that we pay their payroll on time, but we also worry about their objectives, their learning, their development, their careers. And genuinely, I'm really lucky that we use our own Iris products internally to be able to do just that. Talking about people, this is the great Iris leadership team. This team work for you. Can the Iris team please stand up and wave at the audience? Go on, Alex. These are the guys that make Iris work for you. At the end of the day, genuinely, we report to you. We don't have a business without our customers. You are at the heart of everything that we do, and you are the ones we answer to. Now, if you do not find your picture in there, then you shouldn't. That's a good thing, because those are just Google images that we were allowed to use. Clearly, had we asked your permission and used your pictures, that would be a much, much better looking slide. Talking about you, we came up with a new mission, new vision, and new set of values for our new Iris last year. And we put you at the center of our mission, our vision, and our values, because genuinely, you are our reason for being. So our mission is that we want to be your most trusted provider of mission-critical software and services. When you need to get it right, when you can't afford to get it wrong, you come to Iris, and we get it right for you. First time, every time. Now, I know that we're not perfect. So I know that that's not what we're doing right now, but you need to know that is our promise to you. You need to know that that is our bar, and we will not stop until we become that most trusted advisor that gets it right for you every single time. We also issued our values. Our values spell the word impact, and they mean a lot to us. So we asked our employees to come up with these values, and this is what they chose. We want to be innovative, and that's not just about products. We want to be innovative in the way that we work, in the way that we challenge ourselves. We want to be hungry. We want to be curious. We want to make sure that we make it happen. When we make a promise, we deliver on it, and we deliver on it on time. We want to be passionate about what we're doing, about building an iris that works for you. We want to be accountable, so when we get it wrong, we want to put our hand up and fix it. We want to act with integrity. We want to have you at the center of everything that we're doing. Genuinely, you did come first on our survey. We just couldn't spell impact like that, so I apologize, but you're in the center. And last but not least, we want to work together as a team, because together we are stronger. And it is no mistake that our values spell the word impact, because that is what we want to make for you as our valued customers and for us as Iris as well. And we've been doing that for a while now. Iris is actually quite an old business. This year, we will celebrate our 42nd birthday. And in that time, we have built a wealth of experience and insight and understanding, great heritage. And it is this insight and understanding that gives us a real view of the challenges that you face and the challenges that are coming ahead in all the sectors that you operate in. So let's talk a little bit about the challenges. First of all, legislation. We all love legislation. It is, I think you all agree that it's increasing. It's getting more frequent. It's getting more complex. It's really hard to stay up to date. And at the back of Brexit, surely there's a new flurry of legislation that's about to come. It's really time-consuming. It takes away from you the time that you should be spending running your businesses, creating value, doing what you love. And as if legislation wasn't enough, then technology is evolving all the time, every single day. In fact, sometimes legislation even dictates the technology that you should be using, like making text digital or RTI or auto-enrollment. So whilst it's beneficial to be using the latest technology, how do you keep up to date with this velocity of digital evolution while still doing your day jobs? And last but not least, communication. Despite the advances in technology, it's getting harder and harder to communicate. The new generation, they want instant, they want digital communication. So how do you cut through all of that noise in an always-on culture? Well, you'll be pleased to know that Iris can help you with all of those. We are here to remove the barriers for these challenges that you face. And everything that we do at Iris is underpinned by 3 key pillars of compliance, productivity, and engagement. First, on compliance, we love compliance at Iris. We've been doing compliance for 42 years now. It is what we know how to do. Our products are heavily compliant, always ahead of the curve. We love productivity. Not only do we give you software that is compliant, we give you software that is integrated and automated so you can be more efficient and more productive. That's really close to our hearts. And last but not least, engaging with employees, prospects, customers, clients, schools, parents. Our software solutions allow you to close down those barriers and engage in effective communication. But let's not take my word for it. So here's putting this in more practical terms. Something's happening, I'm sorry. Right. Bit of a technology glitch here. CEO of a tech business, I can't operate forward. Let's start again. You can laugh with me. There we go, great. Our first accolade, big clap, yay. Right, okay. Somebody promised me these buttons don't actually work. Apparently I press and somebody else clicks it over there. That is not the case. Whoever comes next, that is not the case. If you press back, it goes back, right. We are the #1 filer with the government, number one third-party filer. We have got unparalleled relationship with the UK government. We amplify your voice to them. We work hand in glove with them with any new legislation that comes. So I think that's pretty amazing. There are £15 million worth of payment transactions that go through our platforms every single month. You, as parents, trust us with your money when you're paying your schools, and we don't take that for granted. There's 21,000 accountancy firms that are our customers. That is amazing. We provide our accountant customers with fantastic software that is very highly integrated, feature-rich, that allows them to send millions of tax returns and accounts every single year. And 84 of the top 100 accountants in the UK are also our customers. 1 in 5 of the UK workforce today get paid using Iris software solutions. That's amazing. 1 in 3 schools in the UK today, that's 11,000 schools and institutions, all the way from nurseries to higher education, use Iris products, whether it's for finance or budgeting or HR. Our software is used by 84% of the multi-academy trusts. 850,000 people in the UK use HR Iris solutions. That's on top of 2.3 million that use payroll solutions today. And last but not least, 1 in 3 families, that's 4 million parents and guardians, use our engagement apps to communicate with schools. There's 300 million messages that get sent every single year through our platforms between schools and parents. How amazing is that? And it's these 3 core pillars, as I mentioned, that allow us to help you focus on what you need to do. We can take the mundane away from you. We can make sure that through our software, we keep you compliant, but we also make you more productive. So you save more time using Iris products than using anybody else's products. And you can focus on the stuff that you love. You can focus on the reasons that you build a business in the first place and grow that business. And whether it's filing accounts or filing tax returns or paying people on time or having an integrated HR and payroll solution or keeping to date with school life, we maximize your productivity so you can genuinely focus on the stuff that matters to you. But what else can you look forward to from Iris? We've been quite busy in this last year, and the first thing that you can definitely look forward to is exceptional customer experience. One of the biggest impacts we want to make is for you to know that genuinely you are our reason for being. I know I say it, but we don't have a business without you. You really, really are. And there's been a lot of initiatives in the past few months around here. So first of all, hopefully you've noticed probably in the past 12 months, we have been putting every single one of our emails as an Exco team on our website. So if you want to get in touch with any person from the leadership team of Iris, then you can contact us directly just by going through our website. Personally, when I joined as CEO, I sent a lot of emails, and in my first month, I received 3,000 emails back from our customers, each of them giving me a deep understanding of how you feel about Iris, each of them invaluable. We've also spoken to more of you. I hope this year you've noticed we send a lot of MPS emails, and last year we had 3,000 responses. This year we had 10,000 responses from you. Every single one of those responses has been reviewed. Every single one of those gives us insight on how we make Iris much better for you. I think you've heard from some of us already, but you will be hearing a lot more throughout this year on how we've taken all of that feedback and putting it in action. And last but not least, support. Who filed a tax return in January? Hand up. Quite a few hands up. I did mine on the 28th of January, which I thought was quite early for me. We've got a lot of accountants in the room, so they've been very, very busy with the January tax return season, and I'm sure some of you have also submitted your own tax returns. There were 5.6 million tax returns submitted by Iris in our Iris tax practice solution alone. And that's not including key time, PTP or text filer. 5.6 million in the month of January alone. Last year, when you called us in January 19, the average wait time for our support organization was 3 minutes, 17 seconds, with a peak of 7 minutes. Not good enough. We've invested in our support organization, we've invested in our people, in resources, in their learning, development, in their technology. And this year, your average wait time was 54 seconds, with a peak of 1 minute 37. So hopefully that shows you our commitment to you and what a great improvement that is. And that's despite you making 6,543 calls into our support organization in that month alone. So this is our dedication to you. When the rubber hits the road, when you need to get it right, we will be there for you and we will give you the same service during busy times as you have during quiet times. The next thing you can look forward to is customer focus. We can't have customer excellence if we look onwards. This year we've done 2 key initiatives. So one of them is we have built a customer success function. The whole reason for this function existing is to look after you as our customers. The reason for existing is that they make sure that you make the most out of your investment in Iris, that you are successful. The second thing is we are launching Service Cloud. This will be a great way for you to stay in touch with us and communicate with Iris teams in more channels than you are currently doing. You will be able to see your ticket and where it's stuck. You will also be able to have access to an amazing knowledge base. We're also really passionate about our communities. As part of our customer focus, we want to enhance our customer communities. Tonight, there's an awards dinner. I was overwhelmed by the amount of submissions for the awards. Overwhelmed by how much you're all doing, to be honest. Everybody in that list is a winner. So congratulations to those that were shortlisted. We're going to see you tonight and properly celebrate in style all of your successes. The second thing I want to do is say thank you. Thank you for your loyalty. There are 2,800 Iris customers that have been with Iris for more than 20 years. How amazing is that? There should be about 120 of you in the room today. You all have a gold ribbon on your name badge. So please look at your name badges. If you are one of our 20-year customers, come back to this room at the end of the sessions about 4:30 so you can get a proper thank you, a bowl of champagne, and a nice photo with this elite customer club. And last but not least, we want to extend our customer community. We spend a lot of money building products, and there's no point building them in silos and then give them to you, and then you say, that's not what I wanted at all. So what we've been doing is putting you at right in the center of our product development. We're asking you about what is it that you want. We're asking you to tell us about the features you want and the priority of those features. We are giving you power to design our roadmap and the readiness of our products. And it's those customers who are part of those panels that have told us that whether you are a payroll administrator or a HR director or a school governor or an accountant, what you want from Iris is that we innovate your solutions and we future-proof your business. We know that for you to meet the challenges of today and the challenges of tomorrow, you don't just need integrated, best-in-class products like what Iris offers. You actually need an adaptive platform that you can operate with smart workflows. You need to be able to modernize as and when technologies become available. You can cherry pick and choose what you want, but most importantly, technologies that will grow and scale with you rather than hinder your growth. And that's exactly what we've been doing. We're spending millions on our products this year and over the coming years, and the amazing JF Sullivan, our Chief Product Officer, is going to speak to you about that just after myself. Not only are we evolving our technology, we're also evolving our business. Today we've spoken about customer focus, about a unified customer experience for you. We've spoken about a single mission, vision, and set of values for our employees and for you. We've spoken about our products and how all of our products are today under one umbrella. We are building one iris, an iris that is better and stronger for you. An iris where the whole is bigger than the sum of its parts. An iris that you will love. What does it mean for you? It means that you will have a unified experience no matter what products of iris you own. You will have unified and consistent, great customer service. You can call one phone number, and then through that phone number, we will answer your questions rather than you contact us through 5 or 6 different phone numbers. You can have a relationship with Iris that is a unified supplier relationship. One supplier offering you lots of different things. We want you to feel part of a bigger and greater community and have access to a knowledge base like no other. For those of you that know or don't know, IRIS is actually an acronym. It stands for Incomplete Records Information System. But going forward, I want it to stand for integration, reliability, innovation, simplicity. This one iris is for you. I started by saying how privileged I am to be the CEO of Iris. I genuinely am. I've been with this business for 3.5 years, and each day I love it more. I have genuinely grown to love it. I'd admired Iris from afar for many years, since when I was an accountant at Deloitte, and now I'm the leader of this business. And I know that we are not perfect. I know that. But I also know that myself, my leadership team, every single employee of Iris is passionate about building an Iris that is great for you. We're investing on our people, we're investing on our technology, we're investing on our products, we're investing on you as our customers, we're investing on our future. And I promise you that we will be relentless in that journey of improvement to be your most trusted provider of mission-critical software and services. When you need us, when you can't afford to get it wrong, when you have to get it right, we will be there for you. You will be met with exceptional customer service, and we will get it right for you each time, every time. This is our promise to you. This is your Iris. Thank you, and enjoy your day.